Bonjour. So you just learned about different words for family members, right? Mère, mother, père, father. And now you're going to watch two videos that are teaching you these words again, but in the style of French immersion. So French immersion is when you're teaching a language only in that language. So this guy is only going to be talking in French, okay? So at first it might be a little overwhelming, because you're gonna be like, what is he saying? So don't panic. Just relax, sit, and listen. Don't zone out. Actually, sit there and listen. Your goal is to try to hear the words that I taught you in the last video, like mère, mother, père, father. If you can kind of hear those words when he says them, that's good. That's what you want to be able to do. And you want to kind of get the overall gist of what he's saying. So I'm going to help you out a little bit. He's telling you a story of how two people meet and they get married and they have kids. And then the kids grow up and they meet other people and they get married and start families and have kids. And this is the way he introduces the vocab words like mère, mother, père, father, frère, sister, brother, and sœur, sister. Okay, and he shows you a kind of like a visual family tree. He uses words that you might recognize that I haven't officially taught you, but like les parents, which means parents, right? Sometimes he uses two different words to talk about the same family member. So one of the words is the formal word for that person, and the second one is the more informal word, the one that's more commonly used. So we do this in English too. We have two words for mom, really. We have mother, which is more formal, and mom, which is more informal, right? Usually when kids go home from school, they don't say, hello, mother. They say, hi, mom, right? So it's the same in French. We have the word for mother, which is mère, which we learned in the last video. And then what kind of more commonly used, what people actually say is maman, which is mom. So there's a couple that he uses. For père, he also says papa. For grand-mère, grandma, he says mamie. For grand-père, he says papi. For aunt, it's tata, which and then for uncle, they say tonton. All right? So these are kind of like what kids actually call their aunt and uncle. I have, like, in English, I have an Uncle Mark, and we just say Uncle Mark. But in French, they wouldn't say Oncle Marc. They say Tonton Marc. And my aunt in France, my mom's sister, her name is Marie Claire, and I call her Tata Marie Claire. I don't call her Tante Marie Claire. But so this is actually what they call the person. But the more formal words, or what we're learning for aunt, would be tante, and uncle is oncle. All right, so he gives you kind of both versions of those words. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So your goal is just to listen, try to pick out words that you can, and then he puts in like this question, c'est qui mon père, which means who's my father, and it's kind of like a play on Star Wars, I guess. Are you my father? So that's also going on in the background. All right, so just sit back, just listen. You don't have to do anything but listen. Just try to hear words that you might recognize, and don't panic and don't zone out. Okay, au revoir.